Hello there, it's Kriint and welcome to another room build. So I am super excited and proud of this one. As you can tell from the title, we're going to build a farmhouse, a greenhouse for a florist, and I love it. I so love it. It's so bright and it's so colorful and you will see. I really like it. So as you can see, currently I'm trying to make a floor. But I did not want to use the floor that comes that has a shape like that because it was too small. I don't recall the pattern of this floor, so I'm just calling it floor. So I decided to make my own, which took quite a while. And here is essentially the florist area, which I decided to use these big closets, and you will see we will have beneath them or like next to them counters, because I wanted for the florist to have extra space, but because the cupboards make zero sense with what they have inside, I decided to change them and essentially use a glass, or I guess a mirror, in front of them to hide what's inside, which made them so much better. So as you can see, I used a couple how are they called? Some shelves, because I wanted to have extra space for the person who theoretically uses this greenhouse to have extra space to store. Plus I feel like because we have these two tall how are they called? Cupboards, I keep forgetting, I wanted something to balance it out. So I used these shelves because they kind of look like yellow, so they match the whole yellow theme, and I decided to make them more traditional. As you can probably tell from the name, I'm not sure what this build is named yet, but my goal was to make a traditional florist greenhouse for a florist. So I feel like these little things really made the shelves have more support and made them more traditional versus the floating ones, which definitely look more modern. So at this point I was trying to pull different flowers that I felt like would match the greenhouse, and I really wanted stuff that you would water the flowers with to put on the shelves. And I really like the thing that we got with Laundry Day. And I think also Jungle Adventures. So I was like, yeah, I definitely want to use that. So I was also trying to find the little tools we got for the florists, and it took me forever trying to find all the items. I was like, yeah, let's probably cut it. The entire greenhouse took me 45 minutes to build, which other people would have built an entire house, but now here I am trying to build a greenhouse. So yeah, I really like the yellow. I really wanted to use yellow because I feel like it's a bright, happy color. So yeah, and I wanted the shelves to have stuff on them that would make sense for a florist, plus they kinda balance out the whole window and cupboard on the left and the right. So for me, they totally made sense. I decided those little jars that I'm using, they're called fertilizers. So I was like, yeah, sure, let's use them. And the pumpkin, I don't know, I just liked it. Like, it matched the color. I'm like, sure, why not? Let's use it. And you will see on top, I will use this jar, which also I really like. I mean, essentially it can be used from the florist, I guess, as a jar to store flowers. And I decided to keep treats for the dog here. I was not sure what else to put. Like, I wanted more stuff that would be high enough so they would balance out the different heights and fill out the space more, but I couldn't really find much. So I'm like, sure, dog treats. Why not? And then here we have various bags of fertilizers because I feel like they make sense. Sure, why not? Yeah, here is the jar that I was talking about. Again, I try to kind of match it, and I feel like, again, it kind of makes sense because it can be used as a pot to plant flowers in. My mom has different like pots like that she plants flowers. So it really reminded me of that. However, they're not this small. But whatever, it doesn't matter. Also, I know that the two flowers on top of the top shelf intersect, I guess, with the roof, but because it is a glass roof, I have more space. So I was like, oh hell yeah. Here I was not sure what I wanted to do. I just wanted to pretty much fill the space above the sink, because like obviously you need a sink in a florist, damn, a greenhouse. Like you will actively use your hands in dirt, so you will need to clean them. So I was like, yeah, we must have a sink. And I don't know what I put on top of those shelves. They don't really make sense. But I was like, why not? Sure, this is what goes on top of these shelves, so it will do. So at that point I thought, oh, I'm done. But then I realized I essentially made a greenhouse for a florist with no flowers. Where does he get the flowers from? I don't know. So I got inspired from a build that The Sims Supply did ages ago. I don't even recall the name. Like, he did a big old brick mansion, and in that mansion he had this greenhouse that he used these cupboards, the low cupboards, and put flower pots on top of them. I'm not sure if they work, but in his Let's Plays, they seem to work, so I'm like, sure. And I really like it. Like, it creates some sort of dimension and some sort of structure. Plus, we have this yellow thing, so I was like, oh, hell yeah. So, this is everything. Now we will go into the screenshots. And if you want to download it, there will be a link in the description down below. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. And I hope that you'll have an amazing day. And take care. Bye!